A world on edge. Today's top three. Good afternoon. Here are the top three pressing issues and viral topics making headlines today, March 3rd, 2025. First, the situation in the Middle East. After weeks of violence, a fragile ceasefire is in place between Israel and Hamas. But will it hold? We'll go live to Jerusalem with the very latest. Second, the global markets are on edge today. Investors are jittery over a confluence of factors, including those rising tensions in the Middle East and new questions about the direction of US economic policy. We'll break down what's driving the volatility and what it means for your money. And finally, the incredible pace of advancement in artificial intelligence is raising serious ethical questions, particularly when it comes to the future of work. We'll examine the potential benefits and risks of AI and the growing calls for regulation around the world. The images coming out of Gaza these past few weeks have been nothing short of devastating. Entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble, families torn apart by the relentless cycle of violence. Now, after days of intense international pressure, a ceasefire is in place. Both sides have agreed to lay down their arms, at least for now, but the situation remains incredibly tense. This is not the first time we've seen a ceasefire crumble in this long and bloody conflict. The mistrust between the Israelis and Palestinians runs deep, fueled by decades of violence and broken promises. Each side accuses the other of violating the ceasefire before the ink is even dry. The international community, led by the United States, is urging both parties to show restraint and to use this opportunity to work towards a lasting peace. But the truth is, no one seems to have any easy answers. The question now is, can this ceasefire hold? Or are we on the brink of yet another chapter in this tragic and seemingly endless conflict? From Wall Street to Hong Kong, investors are hitting the panic button. The Dow plunged over 500 points today, its biggest drop in months. The tech-heavy Nasdaq fared even worse, plummeting by more than 7%. So what's behind this sudden market volatility? Well, it's a perfect storm of uncertainty and fear. The situation in the Middle East is certainly a major factor. Oil prices have spiked to their highest levels in years, stoking fears of inflation and a global economic slowdown. But that's not all. Investors are also increasingly concerned about rising interest rates, as central banks around the world try to get a handle on inflation. And then there's the ongoing war in Ukraine, which continues to disrupt global supply chains and fuel geopolitical uncertainty. All of this uncertainty has made investors skittish, to say the least. They're selling off stocks and other risky assets and moving their money into safe havens like gold and government bonds. The big question now is, how long will this market turmoil last? And what does it mean for the average investor? Chapter 3. The AI Dilemma, Progress at What Cost? Artificial intelligence is no longer the stuff of science fiction. It's here, it's rapidly evolving, and it's already transforming our world in profound ways. From self-driving cars to facial recognition software, AI is becoming increasingly integrated into our daily lives. But this rapid pace of innovation is also raising a host of ethical questions. What happens when algorithms start making life or death decisions? Who is responsible when AI goes wrong? And what about the impact on jobs and the economy? One of the biggest concerns is that AI could lead to mass unemployment as machines become capable of performing tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of humans. Then, there are the concerns about bias. AI systems are only as good as the data they are trained on. And if that data is biased, the AI system will be biased as well. This could lead to discrimination against certain groups of people, particularly in areas like hiring, lending, and even criminal justice. The bottom line is that we need to start thinking about the ethical implications of AI now, before it's too late. These topics are currently at the forefront of global discussions, reflecting the dynamic nature of today's world. From the volatile Middle East to the unpredictable swings of the global market and the ethical challenges posed by artificial intelligence, we are living in complex and challenging times. It's more important than ever to stay informed, to engage in thoughtful dialogue, and to demand accountability from our leaders. Because the decisions they make today will shape the world we live in tomorrow. That's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching.